Welcome to another episode of Indicate with Coach. Like always, if you like the content we bring to you, I ask you to like, comment, and subscribe. And please, just share it with people. Today I got my partner back, Mr. Fonz. And, you know, a lot of people have been asking to bring certain guests back, you know what I'm saying? And since they're asking, you absolutely was one of the ones they wanted me to bring back.
Okay.
So I do appreciate you coming back, man.
Absolutely,
And,
absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? And we just, again, we talk about mental health, but it's so many contributing factors to that.
Right, a lot of layers.
Yeah. And you know, stress has a lot to do with mental health. To me, I think. Yeah. But before we get started, Fonz, anything you want to say? How they can reach you? How they can follow you?
Of course, my name's Fonz Brown. I own Exclusive Auto Wholesale. We got several other little entities, different businesses as well, but Exclusive Auto 2018 is my IG. Fonz Brown is my Facebook, if you want to reach out. And exclusiveautowholesale.com is my website to my car dealership.
Yeah. And I'm telling y'all, man, if y'all want a hot whip, holla at him for real.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He got it.
Yes, sir.
If he don't have it, he can get it for you.
Absolutely.
So that's what it is.
That way.
Yeah. But man, we was talking the other day, man, and you know, we both have similar struggles. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say it's struggles. Maybe it's dilemmas. You know what I'm saying?
Challenges.
Challenges. I take that. We both have similar challenges, man, and cause we both entrepreneurs.
Yes, sir.
And you know how stressful sometimes that can be.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Just managing it itself.
Yeah.
I don't think entrepreneurship is for everybody.
No.
I don't think everybody was created to be a boss, master, or
That's true. That's true.
you got to have some Indians. Everybody can't be a chief.
That's right.
A lot of people, you have a lot of people that comes from 9 to 5s, and try to be an entrepreneur, but they've been so accustomed to being in that 9 to 5 world.
Right.
When it's time to create a check, they don't know how to create one.
Right.
Because when a lot of times when business is not flowing in a certain way, then you got to know how to branch off to a different avenue, and create a check.
That's right.
You know,
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta make money out of thin air.
right,
Yeah.
right, because the bills don't stop. The workers still got to get paid.
Still gotta eat.
Still got to eat.
Yeah.
You know.
And after a while, you get accustomed to eating certain things you don't want to go back to.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
Right.
Yeah. But I understand completely, man. I try to motivate people all the time, man, to be an entrepreneur. But like you said, it's not for everybody.
No, it's not.
It's not.
You got to have a lot of discipline.
Yeah, and some people really don't have it. Yeah, because you can really get used to having a plate served to you, and then when it's time to make your own plate, you don't know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So,
And a lot of people don't understand financial literacy either.
yeah.
I think in high school they need to have a financial literacy course from ninth to 12th grade. In order to graduate, you should have to have this course.
Yeah.
Of course, school don't set you up to succeed. It's the opposite. But I really believe that course is needed throughout school in order to prepare these youngins
Yeah.
to be successful in life, And the reason why people are not financial literate, they make mistakes when it comes to money. They don't know how to manage it.
Right.
And in order to run a business, that's like 101. Like, you have to know how to manage a dollar. If you don't, that's why you see so many businesses in today and gone tomorrow, because they just don't know how to manage it.
That's right. A lot of people, I'm gonna say their eyes bigger than their wallet.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or they don't know how to prioritize what's important.
Right.
Some people think what they drive is more important than where they live. You know what I'm saying? And so, but look, I'm not knocking you. If that's you, that's you. But just don't worry. Don't not understand why you in the situation you're in.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah. So there is a way to do it, and you can do both. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, you got to know what's important. You know what I'm saying? What need to be done, what don't need to be done.
Right.
and don't let your wants be stronger than your needs.
And that's the majority of new entrepreneurs. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, I think coming from our era is kind of different.
Yeah,
You know, just because we pretty much learned it from the streets.
that's right.
So these, you know, the young age today, all they know is internet, and you know, they don't have no skills at all. You know, their encyclopedia is YouTube.
Yeah, they Google everything. You know what I'm saying? Every
Some of them don't use it though.
Yeah.
So I have them to ask me questions like, how do I do this? How do I do that? Man, we in the age of Aquarius. That means we in the age of information. So there's nothing that you want to know that you can't find out. You got a computer in your hand.
Right.
Why you calling me? Google it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know it's in their hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They use it for the wrong reason.
Yeah, that's the new drug.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's the new drug, man.
That and attention.
Attention.
Attention is the worst drug known to man. I tell people that all the time.
Man, it's sickening the way it is, man. And what's going on with all this shooting now, man?
I don't know. I heard about the guy got killed last night at the S-Bar. I don't go to clubs, man.
Nah.
That's not my thing.
Nah.
Nah. If you go to the casino, you might find me there.
Yeah.
Clubs, I don't go to clubs, man.
Because, man, people, I mean, I'm just keeping it a buck, man. People stupid as shit right now, man. A group of people, not individuals are great. You know what I'm saying? You can find some really good individuals. But when you get them in a group, it's just something about the nigga aspect. It just take over, bro.
Yeah, it's so much hate, man.
Yeah.
It's so much hate.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's hard to be successful out here, too.
Yeah.
That hate gonna come with it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That hate gonna come with it. So I really don't know. I really don't understand what's going on. I see why they trying to be strict on these young guys with these guns.
Yeah.
But then they pass a law that you can carry them 18. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's a setup, you know, for failure. They want us to kill each other.
That's right.
Yeah. Kill each other, and the other one is in prison. So
The best way to get rid of us is let us do it ourselves.
yeah, and we've been doing a damn good job.
Great job at it, bro. That's the best.
They don't
that's
have to
the
do
best way.
anything at all.
That's the best way. And it's sad, man, because I was talking with somebody the other day how jokers nowadays, you know, they're scared to take an L fighting.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Joker's scared to put the hands. Got all the energy in the world with a pistol.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Scared you might take an L and they go viral. you
True.
know?
True. And at some point, I mean, what the fuck are we fighting for anyway?
Yeah. But I was talking about how we were back in the day. Now, we had the guns.
Yeah.
But for us, we would put the guns down.
Right.
And fight.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I don't want to kill you. I just want to whoop your ass.
Right.
Right. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I remember, man, I was like, 17, man? 18? Not 18, probably about 17. And I bought my first little 25 because I was out there in the colony.
Mm-hmm. You needed it. Because they out there, bro.
Man, I'm in the colony walking up and down. But here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
I've never had to use it. You know, back then I never had. I ain't gonna say I never used one, but I never had to use that 25 that I first bought.
Right.
At that age.
Right.
You know, I just bought it just for protection because I was out there doing the wrong thing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't. Your intent wasn't to just go use it.
No,
you know what I mean?
these cats they buy it just to go.
Just to go use it.
Just to go use, and we didn't have what they call switches or something like that.
Yeah. They call them switches now. Yeah.
We didn't have that. Nah. You good if you had a clip that'll hold 9.
That's right.
You understand?
That's right.
Shit.
That's right.
Right. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's crazy. You know. My routine is homework. You know, run my little errands, do what I do. But I be afraid for my daughter.
Yeah.
and my sister and them and my niece and them, they go out to the S bar and the clubs and whatnot. You know, my son don't do the club thing that much either. You know, as far as I know.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
good.
But yeah, that club life. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big clubber when I was young either, though. I might would step in here or there, but I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I did it, but I wasn't crazy with it because just about every time we went to a club, something popped off.
Right.
So that make you not really want to go. And I'm glad you said that about your sons, cause my two sons they ain't with that club.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's too much.
It's
Too easy to get in anything out there.
man.
It's hate, man.
Yeah.
It's
And
hate.
some people go out with the intent to do something, bro. Right. Not to have a good time.
Right.
They're going to see who and what. You know what I'm saying?
You know, a lot of times the root of the issue, and what I was trying to say earlier when I said, "What the fuck are we fighting for?"
Right.
A lot of times their root be a female. For real. A lot of times, or something I heard you said about he say, she say. And all they gotta do is step to the side and talk. That's it. And they'll see where the root of the problem come from. And a lot of times it's not neither one of them.
Right.
Neither one of them really got an issue. Is that female. She playing both of you. So she telling you this and she telling you that. You understand?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And then y'all do whatever y'all do. Y'all gone and she go get 2 more.
Oh, come on. That's what it is. Yeah.
I really don't. I'm really tired of these niggas. So I'm gonna get them to get rid of each other.
Right.
And I can go on somewhere else.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the only game she got.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Right.
It's crazy but true.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It is. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Man, and I mean, there's no way to not talk about mental health and don't mention how it is out there right now, man. You know, because even though you keep to yourself, you know what I'm saying, you try to you stay out the way as best as possible. Sometimes you get caught in the cross.
Oh, I'm strapped everywhere I go now. I don't care where I go. I'm strapped. If I'm at the church, I'm strapped. Yeah. And I don't go to church, but if I'm just saying.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, I'm
You out.
If you should trust me,
Yeah.
it's on me.
Yeah.
So you know, it's just because you know what I mean. People they feel like they can try you just because of who you is or what you got or try to build a reputation or anything. Yeah. So I'm not fighting no more, man. I'm 49. I'm 49, man. My knee hurting right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not fighting no more, man. You know, I don't bring no trouble to you, so
Right.
please don't bring none to me.
Right.
Please.
Yeah, I try to be peaceful, man. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm thankful of is the way I grew up. Now I notice, I see situations. You know what I'm saying? Like I know not to get into this because I already see where it's gonna go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm really fortunate. And
That's
thankful
called
for that.
wisdom.
Yeah. And that sometimes you can feel the person's energy. You can feel the energy not right, man. Yeah. So you know, just remove yourself.
Just remove yourself. That's it.
Yeah.
Man, listen, I've had people come to my dealership, you know, that wants to buy a vehicle. But bro, if I get a ill, I don't even want to do business with them. Just because I don't like your energy. And, you know, I know how I can get, I know how, you understand? So, yeah, so I'm big on energy too. I'm big on energy too.
I've been to your lot a lot, and I've seen some actual fools come up to your lot. Bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you, because you are a businessman, you entertain them to a certain extent.
To a certain extent.
But we look at each other and be like, oh.
Right.
Yeah.
People crazy.
Yeah, I've seen some fools come to your lot, bro.
People crazy, man.
Yeah. I've seen it,
People
man.
crazy. It's like they have no common sense, but common sense is not that common.
It's not common at all. Yeah. It's
Sometimes
not.
I have to think before I react too. Yeah, to think. But I mean, a lot of times though, when you bring that energy to me, I'm gonna return it the same way.
Yeah.
You know, they say customers right, cause to a certain extent.
To a certain extent. I agree with you on that.
Yeah, respect is due to anybody.
All the time. Yeah. I don't care how you think I should treat you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't bring respect, you're not gonna get nothing.
You can't.
Yeah. So
Can't.
yeah, I absolutely feel you on that, man.
So entrepreneurism. Like I said, just the whole thing of trying to managing it, managing it, and I have to manage multiple, so it's tough. Me and my wife together, it's tough, man. It's tough sometimes. It is. It is. So you got to have the willpower. You got to have that plan. You got to have the tenacity. You got to even just to want to.
That's right.
You know, because a lot of people lazy.
Lazy as hell, man.
Lazy.
Yeah.
Lazy, and they put a lot of mental strain on you. It do. So if people don't know how to handle stress, being an entrepreneur ain't for them.
Yeah.
It's not for them. Just go to work, get your check.
Yeah. Be happy.
Be happy.
Yeah. Yeah. And stop complaining about not having what you don't have.
Right.
Because you don't want it, obviously.
And you need to be thankful for what you got.
Yeah.
Because it's always somebody doing worse.
Yeah.
Of course, there's always somebody doing better, but there's always somebody doing worse. Yeah, I think that's the problem we have too. We always, and I've been the victim of it too. You know, and I only can talk about it because I experienced it.
Right.
You know, you got stuff over here that you done forgot about, and I'm speaking on me.
Yeah.
But I got my mind zoned in on this right here, and then when I get that, it ain't gonna do nothing but go over here too.
Over here with the rest of
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So instead of just enjoying what you already got,
Right.
and you know, take that money and do something else with it, man. Right.
That's. You know what? I'm glad you said that because I'm a victim too. I do it to myself too, man. Yeah. So,
But at the same time, now we do have to enjoy something.
yeah.
You know, I don't have no vices.
Right.
I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs.
Right.
You know, I don't go out to strip clubs.
That's right.
You know, so I don't have no. You know,
Yeah.
casino is it for me.
I got you.
Yeah. So.
And I never really learned how to gamble.
Really?
I always wanted to. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind watching, but as for the I never picked that up, man.
Man, I'm craps and blackjack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
I'll go watch all day. And I even try, but because I don't know how to play, I'm like, look, this is all I'm gonna spend. And once that's gone, I'm out. You know what I'm
But
saying?
if you learn,
Mm-hmm.
it's addictive now. I ain't gonna lie.
I know, man.
It's addictive.
I know.
I've like, whoa. I've made some huge mistakes. Don't get me wrong, I had some huge wins.
Right.
But I done had some days, some weekends. I'm like, how the fuck I sit there and lose all that? Yo, I done went to the casino, bro. And I done won a bag.
Yeah.
And I sit there and get that shit all back.
Give it right back to him.
And then be sick. Still got mine.
Right.
But sick, cause once I done won, hell, that's mine too. That's how.
That's right.
But be sick, bro. Like, damn, I can't believe I just had all that.
Give it right back to him.
And that just happened in Virginia a couple weeks ago. I can't believe I was up this much and then gave it back. Well, I said, that ain't the stupidest shit. But you know, yeah, man.
Yeah, I heard that gambling could get you, man, because it's always, because you be thinking, boy, just one more good hand.
It's the what if.
Yeah.
It's the what if. That what if, boy, what if, boy, damn. And see, on craps, I play crapless, right? And I play, so on crapless, you got 2 through 12, and it's the dices, man. And that 2, 3, 11, or 12 come out, it pays way more than other numbers. So all you be thinking is, what if that, damn. You know, I took a couple weeks ago, I took $100 to like $4 grand, man. $100 to $4 grand. And I was all profit, and I gave all that shit back. Plus some. Crazy, motherfucker.
So you lost the 100 you started with, and the
Oh
whole
yeah.
4 grand.
Oh yeah, and more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cause I would hit them again. Yeah, man.
But back to the entrepreneurship. Again, we both know how lucrative it can be
Oh, absolutely.
if you stay the course.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
If you stay the course. And
You execute it right, of course.
right.
Yeah.
Right. You gotta have a plan. And in the beginning, I think you really need to be like tight with finances.
Super tight.
Yeah, because if you don't, then you won't see it grow.
You won't, man.
Yeah.
I was a wholesaler before I opened up a lot. I was a wholesaler for like 10 years.
Okay.
So this was pre-Obama.
Right.
In my mental, you know, I always felt like Obama screwed my gig up, right? Because he came out with that cash for clunkers.
Yeah.
And I was getting all the trade-ins from the franchise dealerships. Like I used to take like 5, 6 cars
Yeah.
to the auction a week. I didn't have to deal with the public at all.
That's right.
And I was making like 5, 6 grand a week.
Yeah.
Just by buying the car from here
Yeah.
and taking it to the auction. I ain't had to do nothing to it. You understand?
Yeah.
So I was kind of upset
Mm-hmm.
when he did that because that killed the wholesalers off.
Yeah.
Not knowing, you know, when I opened the lot, because I was forced to,
Right.
you know, my income like quadrupled.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm thankful in that aspect.
Right.
But my first few years after I got my lot, I think my first 3, 4 years, I already had some nice cars, but I ain't buy myself nothing. 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 I was just super tight with the money. Just let it build. I ain't bought nothing. Yeah, so you're right. You gotta be tight when you first get into business. You know, you want to say 3, but if you can hold out for 5 years,
It set you up better.
yeah, it'll set you up better. Yeah.
It definitely sets you up better. Because I honestly I guess the last few years, I started treating myself a little bit.
Right.
Because for a long stretch, man, I always felt like as soon as I spend this,
Something gonna come up.
something gonna come up.
Right.
Yeah, I felt that way for a long time.
Right.
Man. I wouldn't buy myself nothing, man. But man, I started working harder. And thankfully, I started making more money. You know what I'm saying? So then I'm like, okay, so now the family good. So for all the hard work you do, man, you're not gonna buy yourself nothing. Right. So you're just working for the hell of it, pretty much. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And
so
you gotta treat yourself some type of way.
Yeah.
Some type of way. I don't know what you like or if you like material stuff, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. I mean, all work and no play. You gotta do something.
Yeah.
You gotta have some type of outlet. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people out there is, you know, when they think of outlet, they think of getting high. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you gotta have some type of outlet. Yeah. You can't just work. Then you die, and then what? You know what I'm saying?
And then what? All that you work for, gone.
Yeah, because even though we would want our heirs to really take the foundation and build more blocks on top of it. That's the whole reason of creating a dynasty. You know, you become an entrepreneur, hoping your kids will come behind you and take it to the next level. You know, that's how the other folk always did it.
That's their mantra. That's what they do.
That's how they always did it. You know what I mean? But I think our youth, I think their problem is a lot in their decision making is peer pressure. And what I mean when I say that, you got some of them that care about, well, that was yours, that was dad's. I got to create my own. Which, to me, that's the most dumbest shit in the world. You understand?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with having your passion and having your own dream.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Um, but at the end of the day, it takes fun. It takes income to support
Yep.
your dream. Your dream don't always make money in the beginning.
That's right.
You know, um, so why not get on board and help mom or dad or whoever in their business and help it grow? And then you use that money to fund. I don't get them. I don't understand.
Yeah.
You know, because if something happened to me, it's yours anyway.
That's right.
It's yours.
That's right.
I had to get on. I had to tell my son that, man. What are you doing, man? You supposed to be right here.
Yeah.
You know.
So I mean, cause like we were talking the other day, the foundation already laid.
Already laid.
Yeah. All you gotta do is find your lane within this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And just make it better.
Build a mansion on top of that foundation.
Yeah.
See, let's go.
Yeah, you ain't gotta reinvent the wheel. The wheel already there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just
Right.
make it go
You
faster.
roll that mother.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Roll it.
Make it go faster.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I think that's what our youth need to really zone in on. I don't know. I think technology really has it's very helpful, but I think it's hindered us in a lot of ways. That of course, and you know, I'm real big on mothers raising sons alone. I think that has hindered our youth in a substantial, huge way.
Yeah.
Like
They can't teach them what they need.
they can't, man.
They can't. I know it's a lot of strong, independent women out there, but you cannot teach a woman cannot teach a man how to be a man. No. It's gonna always be something feminine in them more than it should be.
Yeah, even if it's just emotion.
Yeah, he gonna be over. He gonna be over something because it's too
When somebody
much.
say to him, he ready to pop off because he
Yeah.
got that. Yeah. He got the estrogen in him, not testosterone.
Right.
He got estrogen in him. Yeah, man. And I think a lot of I don't care what our youth like, what they want to be. Whatever your dream is, shoot for the stars.
Right.
But learn some type of trade, man.
Right.
Learn some type, like okay, for me, for instance, I'm a mechanic someday. You come up there and see me changing somebody's brake pads.
Yeah.
I don't have to.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I make money. This is what I do.
That's right.
Any type of way, I create checks.
That's
Right?
right.
I can do tile. I can do wood. I can do back. All that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have some type of skill
Right.
too. Just everybody need to have a skill.
You need to.
You know, they need to bring back some type of trade school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They need to have a skill.
And that's why, I mean, Junior, AJ, anything I show him, he'll take it. You know what I
Right.
mean? And that's why I try my best to show him everything I do.
Everything.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything.
Everything. You know what I'm saying? Because all of it, everything I show you, you can make money.
You can make money with.
Yeah. Everything.
Right.
All you gotta do is put your own twist on it.
That's it.
And you can make money with everything. So I definitely teach him everything I know about it. And I just want him, I really want all my kids, because I had to learn the hard way. I use my back more than my brain.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But now I'm a little older and my back isn't as strong as it used to be.
Work smart, not
Yeah,
hard.
so I'm working way
I
smarter.
work
now.
smart, man.
Yeah, so
I work smart.
yeah. But the stress is still there.
Oh,
Because-
no doubt.
Because now I want to do so much more. You know what I'm saying? I gave myself a 3-year plan. I gave myself a 3-year plan, and it started the first of this year, and I'm just a little behind schedule, but it's moving. You know what I'm saying? And I'm actually branching out into new territory.
Right.
But I need the growth. You know what I'm saying? Because I got too complacent where I was.
Right.
So again, I am thankful for everything I have.
Right.
I am. Yeah. But I know I can do way more.
Well, yeah, you're not to just. You're always supposed to keep reaching.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't ever supposed to just stop.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm reaching, bro.
Yeah, you supposed to keep
I'm
reaching,
reaching,
man.
and to be honest, it's uncomfortable, but I know it's growth from it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm going through the uncomfortables now because I mean I'm doing it in a smaller scale, and I'm doing it for a reason because I want to go through the uncomfortable in the small scale before I go to the large scale. Because then I could just duplicate the small one into multiples.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Right. So it's a little scary. I ain't scared. And the reason is the fear is because I'm investing so much of myself and my money and all of that. So I don't have no room for the error, you know?
Right.
I'm walking a real tight line. But I see the other side.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So and I know from coming up, scared money don't make money.
At all.
Yeah. So
At all.
I'm not scared. I'm cautious.
Right.
I'm a little intimidated. I say that because it's a different. I'm playing on a way bigger playing field than I ever thought I would. Right. Yeah, you know. So, and with that, the stress of it, you know what I'm saying? It bothers you mentally because I can create a whole scenario, you know what I'm saying, mentally, and it hadn't even happened yet, and I done did it, went through it, and the end, and it hadn't even started yet. So I can make myself stress over a situation that hadn't even occurred yet.
Overthinking.
Yeah. Oh, I got that. Right. I do that to death. You know what I'm saying? Right. I do that to death. But I don't let that stop me from moving. Because some people frozen in fear. I don't let that stop. You know, and a lot of the time, my wife be like, Mike, you know, you probably trying to do a little too much right now. Hey, you know how? Yeah, you can do it. But should you try to do it all now? You know what I'm saying? Break it off into smaller pieces.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah. I'm trying to build Rome yesterday. You know? You know? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
well, I mean, if you got the plan, just execute your plan.
That's it.
And just watch the flowers grow.
Yeah.
You know?
That's it, man.
Right.
That's it.
Right. Plant them seeds.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, man.
Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share it. You know what I'm saying? If you like the content and you want me to keep bringing it, just share it. That's all I ask. But I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. Rocking with me and my family. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna keep bringing it because this is it's a touchy subject, man. And men need to, like they say, man up, motherfucker. Open up. You know what I'm saying? Accept that you fucked up and just work on becoming better. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but love, man. Y'all lay around for some more. Again, the mental health part of it is, you know, it's just the stress. Because I'm gonna tell you something that I'm thankful about, man. I have a tremendous power. I speak stuff into existence, and when I'm speaking it, I believe it so much that it happened.
Well, that's
and then when it happened, it scared the hell out of me for because it almost happened verbatim how I say it. You know what I mean? So, but
I can take you down the
Go ahead.
highway with that.
Go ahead.
I mean, well, it's because of who you are.
Right.
We don't. And I'm gonna try to be politically correct because this could go.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I believe, of course, we don't know who we are. You know, I used to listen to Dick Gregory a lot, man. And of course, whatever you believe, you understand? Okay. This is how your brain is designed.
Okay.
Everything begins with what?
The thought of it.
A thought. Right. Right. Then after you think of it, you speak it, right? Right. Let there be light, right? Then what happens?
There's a light.
Okay.
Yeah.
You the same person. You just don't know it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why what you just said, that's why it happens that way. That's the power you got. You just don't know it. You just don't know it. Try it again the next time and then see if it just play out the same way.
Yeah.
You're writing your own script.
That's it.
You create your own reality. We don't know that.
Yeah.
Just like sometimes I say, okay, I gotta remember not to forget,
Mm-hmm.
and I end up forgetting it
Mm-hmm.
because I said it.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what
Yeah,
I'm
you
saying?
told yourself
Right.
the forget part, and you forgot.
And I forgot it. I'd be like, God damn, I just told myself.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got to turn around and come back. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm telling you, I do it all the time. I do it. I make things happen all the time. All the time. Especially if I'm in doubt.
Yeah.
That's when I turn to my meditation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, getting my chakras in a line.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's another story. We ain't gonna go there. Go ahead. Let's get back to this entrepreneur.
But Fonz, this is all good, man, because you never know who listening and be like,
right.
you know what I'm saying? You never know, bro. And that's why I don't mind sharing.
Yeah.
I don't share everything, and for a reason I've learned that and I actually got this from a guy from IG, man, and when he said it, it hit me so hard. I was like, that dude right. The dude said, man, if you got something you working on, man.
No, you're supposed to keep it to yourself until yeah.
But let me tell you what he said. He said, shut the fuck up. He said, just do the work.
Yeah.
He said, if you do the work, you ain't got to talk.
Right.
You can see it.
Right.
And when he said he had 11 more things to say, but that first one stuck so hard. I was like, that's
Right.
nice.
Right.
Just shut up and do it, bro.
Right.
Yeah. So that's why I tell people I have a plan,
Right.
but I don't go into it.
Well, yeah. I mean, that goes back with everybody's business. Ain't nobody's on, right? So yeah, because you don't know who's for you. You don't know who's against you.
Right.
And I don't want you speaking on me.
Right.
So I'd rather not even involve you with it and just do what I'm gonna do.
That's it. And let you see it.
Right.
You know. And then when you come ask me about it, be like, yeah.
Yeah, man, I ain't know you was doing that. Oh, yeah. It wasn't for you to know.
That's right.
You know,
Because what I have learned over the years, the same way people pray for you,
pray against you.
pray against
That's
you.
what I said. I ain't want you speaking on me.
They pray
Yeah,
against you.
that's exactly what I'm talking about.
How
Yeah.
the hell he can do that? Who he? You know.
Even though I don't believe they got power to hinder me.
Right.
You understand? Because everything begins. This is just what I believe now, brother.
Right.
Everything begins and ends with me.
Right.
Because I know I create my own reality.
Right.
If I want to change something, I just change it.
Just change
It's just that simple.
Yeah.
But I think we've been conditioned to this system to thinking we can't do anything,
Right.
or we so lazy or content.
Content. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah. You know, and contentment, I always believed it was a curse. You know, I know people that don't have nothing, brother, but they content with their nothing.
Right.
I know a lot of people that got everything and unhappy as hell.
Happy as hell.
You know what I'm saying? You know? So, yeah, contentment can be being content can be a blessing and a curse, depending on your situation.
Right.
You know? And being like us, honestly, always on the go. Of course, we're entrepreneurs,
Right.
but we're hustlers too.
That's right.
I had to put straightening on something that was said about me a long time ago. I ain't gonna say who said it. That none of that is important. And I had to put straightening on it. They said, they told me that you was a street dealer, what a drug dealer. You know what I mean? I ain't really want to call that name, but and I had to listen. I said, let me explain something to you. The difference between me and what you just said. I said it's a difference between a hustler and a street guy. A hustler can sell anything. That just was, at that time in my life, that's just a product that I was selling.
That's it.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But I can sell anything. Anything. I said, but that's some 25, 30-year-old conversation you talking about.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
So, yeah. I believe, like I said, you just gotta believe in yourself, man, and go for whatever you think you want to do. Yeah, you keep it to yourself, like you said, until you execute it.
That's right.
And Yeah, just believe in whatever you plan. Whatever your heart knows. You know exactly what you should and shouldn't do.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Now some people just got these dumb dreams just because they see everybody else doing it. They followers. Oh, I can do that too. You know, nah, that ain't for you, man.
That's right.
You gotta find what's for you.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Cause you can make money off of anything these days.
Right.
Anything. I was selling air fresheners one time. I'm serious.
But people need them, you know what I mean? Yeah. So
I'm serious.
you just gotta find your lick and get something people like.
And I was selling them cherry blocks like crazy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. People buy them, boy.
Yeah.
They buy them cherry blocks now.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So you can make money any kind. There's all kind of ways to make money. Yeah. You know, I wouldn't dare go back in the streets again.
No.
Nah, you couldn't pay me to go back in the street.
No. It's not today. No, it's not. It's
Not
the same.
today, not never.
Yeah.
I know too much now.
Right.
It's too many. It's too many ways to get legal money, and I'm talking about real money. I ain't talking about no pennies.
Right.
These cats out here in the streets, boy, they ain't making no money.
And they just throwing rocks at the penitentiary.
Right. Right. And they gonna give them time too.
And you gonna be in there, and your bond gonna be more than what you got. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Can't afford a lawyer.
So you stuck.
Now you worry about Jody.
Yeah. He coming.
Yo, you know Jody.
He waiting on you.
Jody was there before you left.
That's right. Because the average dude out there soft as a grape anyway. Right. You know what I'm saying? So when he get where he going, they gonna peel that grape, bro. They gonna peel it.
If he don't conduct himself in a proper manner, yeah.
They gonna peel that grape. Cause you in there, you ain't got no pistol. Yeah. So
like I said, if he don't conduct himself in a proper manner, you know what I mean? But you know the tough guys without guns, they're not really too tough. You know, they just
Nah. If that's your first instinct to draw the gun, you ain't that tough. Right. You ain't that tough. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Especially one-on-one, and you still gotta come on, man.
Right. Yeah.
Come on, tough guy.
Yeah. We talking to the youth now. I'm gonna tell you straight up. One-on-one, half one-on-one. I'm not fighting no more. I'm telling you straight up. It ain't about me being tough no more, man. I'm old, man. Bones don't heal right, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm being straight up. Because like I said, man, that bothers nobody, brother.
Yeah. But see, you're not going to be in that situation. Right. But because of how you carry yourself.
Right. Right. Yeah, man.
Again, we were talking today about entrepreneurship and the stress from it that could create some type of mental health issue. It could if you allow it.
Yeah, I mean, even just the taxes part of it.
The tax, man.
Man, you gotta deal with them alphabet boys already. They don't play no games.
None. They don't want no excuses.
Oh, they ain't trying to hear nothing.
Yeah, they ain't trying to hear nothing.
Pay this right here.
Yeah. If you don't pay that, it's gonna pile up late fees, and.
Yeah, you had a great year. Now give me this.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, but see, they don't understand that because I've had a lot of people. I give a lot of advice to a lot of, it's a lot of people that, I'm gonna say respect me.
Right.
So, and they got, they got small businesses or whatever, and they love to tell me about, well, they say for your first 3 years you should write everything off. Of course, you should write off. You should itemize what you can. But I don't believe in writing everything off.
No.
You ain't gonna show no income?
No.
Come on, man.
So how you expect they're not gonna give you more if you don't show that you make it?
You can't go borrow nothing.
Nah, nothing. They're not gonna give it to you.
I'm like, well, who told? I'm like, y'all better stop going on social media listening to all these. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. If you made money, I believe in. I've always paid taxes. Period.
Yeah.
Period. It was always, a decent number.
Yeah.
I've always paid taxes. I've never not paid taxes since I've been in business.
Yeah.
Always. Even back when I was selling mixtapes, I used to sell 1,000 mixtapes a month. You know what I'm saying? I always pay taxes, man.
Yeah.
Right. I don't get it. I don't get it. How you expect to grow? How you expect to grow?
You can.
That house you want to buy. How you expect to get it when your W-2 show zero?
Right.
You ain't made no money last year.
Right.
You ain't made no money last 3 years.
Yeah. So why would I trust you with $250,000 if you ain't even making no money in what you doing?
Man, people crazy.
And $250,000 that's low.
That is.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Man.
but if you
That used to get you a nice
Yeah.
crib. That don't get
they
you.
don't get it no more.
They ain't get a nice crib for the last 10 years.
No, they don't get it.
No, man.
That'll get you a nice starter home.
Decent.
Yeah, three bedroom, two bathroom, little yard. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll do that.
Yeah.
And if you happy with that, then go get it.
Right. And the new ones that they building now, they right on each other.
Yeah, you don't have no yard.
They right on each
You
other.
don't have
Then
no,
they
you can almost stick your arm out the window and touch the other
right.
one.
They got alleys in between.
Walkway, sidewalk.
Right.
You got a sidewalk. They give you exactly 10 feet. You know what I mean? That's it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Not even that. I done seen them shorter, smaller than that. I'm like, what in the world?
And the price is crazy.
Crazy. And they built out of nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So I like the older neighborhoods.
Yeah. The old brick
Yeah, I like
yeah.
them. I love them. They're not
Trees
cookie
in the
cutter.
yard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The neighborhoods where you go in there and you got 5, and I'm talking this crap because, of course, we sell a lot of homes, right? You go in these neighborhoods, man, you got 5 floor plans to choose from, and you ride through there and you got, I mean,
Like cookies.
yeah, everybody got the same looking little house. It's crazy. They cookie cutter now. But I mean, I'm not knocking on nobody who has everybody got to start somewhere.
That's right.
My start was a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, single wide trailer.
Yeah.
I still got it,
Yeah.
and I'm renting it out right now.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I bought that when I was 18 years old. You understand? So I'm not, and I only paid $7,500 for it, and proud of it too.
That's right.
I'm not knocking nobody who have to go there.
Right.
But what we was talking about is people not paying taxes,
Right.
and how can you get a loan?
That's right.
You know, yeah, $250,000 is still good money. Don't get us wrong.
It is. Don't get us wrong. Don't get it. We were talking about the format.
Right.
And the average person don't have that much in cash to buy the home.
No. Of
So
course not.
so you're gonna have to borrow the money from somewhere.
Right.
And if you're not paying any taxes,
You can't even get that.
because you're showing a loss every year, you can't get that. They're not gonna give it to you.
You ain't get nothing.
No.
Nothing.
So you will be renting.
Right.
Yeah. So
And if you have business ideas, I think that you're trying to execute. If you do have a job while you're trying to execute this business, I think that's a good thing because you still got some type of income. Because
right.
a lot of businesses don't make money starting like straight start off.
No.
You don't really make money, and so yeah, I think you need to make sure your idea is pretty much concrete. Do your research first. Find your audience first,
Right.
meaning your clientele, who you're going to cater to,
Right.
who you're going to sell to, or whatever you're doing. I don't know what you're doing.
Right.
Me and my daughter just started doing hair, or whatever, and she kind of threw me for a loop, you know. But and you know, I talk a bunch of crap to her. You gonna stop doing real estate and whatnot to do hair. Your clientele you ain't got a clientele yet. Like, but you know, she doing the thing.
Yeah.
So I'm not, knocking that. But yeah, you need to get your clientele, find out who you're gonna cater to, get your clientele up, and hey, go for it.
That's it.
Go for it. I don't care if it's food, whatever it is.
Right.
Go for it.
Well, Fonz, I appreciate you coming through.
Absolutely,
man.
baby.
Always a pleasure.
You know it.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep it moving.
Anytime.
And we thank y'all for laying around with us in the cable coach. You know what I'm saying? Today we veered off a little, but we didn't, because it's still mental. Stress is a killer.
It is.
And getting out there trying to make it happen is stressful. But with anything, like you said, if you got a plan and you got the work ethic behind the plan,
Right.
you can do whatever you want to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we just want to speak on a little bit of life.
And I wish everybody to be successful in whatever they choose to do.
Whatever lane you decide to go in. You know what I'm saying? Peace.
Peace.